Welcome to the Three in the Paint podcast. I am your host, Jeremiah Solomon, along with Mark Haynes in the driver's seat today.
Short introduction.
Short introduction. No Leo Bias today. We'll see if this is a permanent replacement scenario. Our boy Leo absent from the studio on this beautiful evening as we record the Three in the Paint. But no, Leo will be back soon. It's we're gonna be getting right into this.
Yeah,
Mark.
Let's do it.
We're talking the Phoenix Suns, and are they cooked? My perspective on the Phoenix Suns is that they are cooked. They are 2-8 in their last 10, which is the wrong time in the season to be 2-8, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're 2.5 games back of the Sacramento Kings for the 10th play-in spot. The Sacramento Kings are about to win their game, so it's probably going to be 3 games here in just a minute back of the Kings. So, Mark, are they cooked? Obviously, they have a super talented roster. Guys like Devin Booker, Brad Beal, Kevin Durant. What's wrong with the Suns, and are they cooked? Is this it for them?
You know, this reminds me of I forget what season it was, but that Brooklyn Nets team that had KG, Paul Pierce, and all them guys, and it was like you thought it was gonna be like Boston Celtics 2.0 in Brooklyn, but that's what this reminds me of when I look at the Phoenix Suns. Like you said, they're super talented as far as the names and the roster goes or whatever, but it's just not working. But I am going to say, which I think we're going to disagree on this to an extent. We might agree partially, but I am going to say they are not cooked.
All right.
Because of this play-in, I think they figure it out. I think this team is too talented to be cooked right now. Going into the second half of the season, I think they figure it out. I think they get in the play-in. Wehowever, they might be cooked this offseason because is Kevin Durant gonna be there?
Yeah, well, that's a great point, and we'll dive into that in a second here because he was just on the Draymond Green show with Baron Davis, and he talked about. I thought that was a great podcast. I mean, they kind of buried their hatchet a little bit, right?
Right.
Obviously, there's been pretty public animosity between Draymond and Kevin in the past, just in terms of the way Kevin departed and comments Draymond had made. You know, I don't want to get into the weeds too much on, if there was really actually problems there or not, but there seemed to be publicly. But to what you're saying that they're not cooked, what 2-8 in their last 10, why aren't they cooked? I mean, do they need to lose 10 straight for you to say they're cooked? Or what do they have to do? You don't think they're cooked. I think they're cooked. So this maybe is a question to me, but is there, if they're in who are they replacing? That's a big question. Are they going to replace the Kings?
I know that's what you want. You keep saying the Kings.
I mean, that's my gut.
You had Spurs going up.
Yeah, that Spurs take age very poorly. Literally, I picked the Spurs to replace the Kings in the plan on last week's episode, and then the next day Wemby's out for the season. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Tough scene there.
No, I believe in this play-in scenario as far as what the NBA cooked up is. It's there for the superstars, especially you look at, even though I think the Golden State Warriors will probably jump closer to that top six part before the season ends. But I think it's made for, when LeBron slows down, when Steph slows down and KD slows down, in the sense where they can't carry a team straight into the playoffs, into the top 8, and you put them in that play-in area where they're dangerous. I think Kevin Durant and those guys, I think they're just that good to where, they're 2-8, but they don't have to go on a crazy run to even get in the top 10.
I mean, you're 3 back with what, 20,
24,
25, 26 games to play or something like that's not great, And I think I agree to your point of why the NBA does the plan, but I would have said maybe they get replaced with the Kings. Kings seem to be playing decent. We'll know a lot more about the Kings in a week.
They play these.
They're going on this tough road trip. We'll know a lot more about them after this Dallas game. We'll know a lot more about the Kings, but I mean, maybe the Mavs. Maybe they replace the Mavs if AD can't get back and healthy soon enough.
Right.
I don't think Clippers are falling out. Warriors seem to be much better than
Yeah.
I ever thought they would be with Jimmy
I
Butler.
think they're good.
I really underestimated them with Jimmy Butler.
They're doing this without Jonathan Kuminga.
I know, and they're still getting Jonathan back. Now, I do think this is probably some sort of honeymoon period with Jimmy Butler.
Right.
We'll see if it lasts. I mean,
the Kings were the best team in the league when De'Aaron was hurt and left and all that. Yeah, but obviously they wasn't really the best team in the league at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
that could, like you said, that could be what we're going through with the Warriors while I'm sipping my coffee.
Yeah, we all know Mark Haynes loves coffee. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just so crowded. Like,
I get it.
The Lakers are the 4 seed. We're going to talk about them later, but Lakers are the 4 seed. I mean, Clippers are right there. There's just so many good teams.
Clippers
many
don't get
teams.
talked about enough.
Do you think the Kings or the Suns are more talented on paper?
I would say
that's a tough one.
I would say
right now. We're not talking in their primes.
I would say the Kings are.
Yeah.
And I know it's I have to really think about it because you think about how top heavy Phoenix is when you say, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, guys who won multiple made it to multiple All-Star games and all NBA players. Then you flip it over to Sacramento and then it's, Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Malik Monk, who they definitely don't have the catalog that those guys have, and it's more of them. It's it's more of those guys. But, Kevin Durant is an all-time great. Kevin Durant is still he's still one of the best players in the NBA right now.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Then you throw in Book and Bill or whatever, the things that all three of those guys can do. And I think that's actually kind of the problem is that they're so good, similar to, the Portland Trailblazers back in the day when they had, Damian Stoudemire and Rasheed Wallace. And they had a bunch of dudes. And on paper, they were the best team, but it's just you had so much talent. You never figured out how to work it as a team. And that might be what Phoenix is going through over there. They have the most talent over there as far as when we talk about Kings and Phoenix, in my opinion. But the Kings are definitely the better team.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that way. And yeah, what you said about Phoenix definitely seems to be true. Like, it almost feels like, everyone talks about the super teams, right? And, Wade, Bosh, and LeBron, and, Clay, Steph, and Durant, or Draymond, depending on what year it was. But then you look at a team like Phoenix, or even that Brooklyn team recently with Harden and Durant.
Recently, I went too far back.
Or even you can go even further back, and the Durant, Ibaka, James Harden, Russ, those teams, the OKC teams. It really it's not just stars on a team. It takes a chemistry, right?
Right.
And obviously that might be like, oh yeah, Captain Obvious, but I think it's really been something on display recently in the league. And I think the Kings are dealing with the same thing. Obviously, players not of that exact caliber, right. But you have Domantas Sabonis, who's going to go down as an all-time center, or 5. He's playing the 5, whether you should say he plays the 4 or not. But he's and you're going to have guys like Zach LaVine is a multi-time All-Star. DeMar DeRozan's a Hall of Famer. And it's just before De'Aaron Fox's departure, you had De'Aaron Fox, good player, All-Star. Just teams that struggle to put it together with a lot of talent, and that really. It's all about roster construction, and guys like Sam Presti and OKC really know how to make it work versus other GMs. It doesn't come together.
Right. Yeah. Like people don't understand. It's a difference between being a team and having the best players. Like you could have the best players. We've seen, in the Olympics and stuff over in times or the summer games or whatever, where you just throw a bunch of guys out there and it's tough. Like I think I think Team USA would beat teams by more if we were like those other countries where they play together for years. But it's like they get out there because they're the best players, they get out there 3 weeks, have a quick training camp, and then they off to play, and it's not off chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, they're building that on the fly, and in the NBA season, you can't do that. No matter how talented you are, you can't do that. You're not going to go and beat a team like OKC who is talented, plus they have chemistry.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. It's hard. It's really hard to build stuff on the fly and think you're going to make it work without a lot of practice time and reps and all that stuff. You know what else is hard to do on the fly, and that is record good quality content.
Definitely.
When you don't have a space set up, an area that you can get your reps in, make mistakes. And that's what you can do at Sacramento Creative Studios. That's where we are here recording our podcast. The gracious host of our podcast, Sacramento Creative Studios. We are here in the Visionary Room. You can book this very room for your own content on their website. You can contact Matthew, and he will get you all set up. Go to SacramentoCreativeStudios.com. You can sign up for a membership, and you can book your session there today. You can also go to the social channels like Instagram, follow Sacramento Creative Studios there, and see everything they have to offer. But yeah, whether it's business content, podcast content, influencer content, they do it all. Matthew can also book sessions to help you do it. So maybe you don't have the cameras and anything like that. Everything here is set up at Sacramento Creative Studios. You can check them out at SacramentoCreativeStudios.com. Good people. Good people over there.
And if y'all want to sit in this hot seat where we give all these hot takes that you don't like, come and try to do a better job.
Facts. No one's going to do it better. No one's going to top Mark Haynes and Jeremiah Solomon on 3 in the paint. We're going to move into another topic here, and it's the Lakers. We just talked about it. The Suns cooked. The Lakers are, by no metric, cooked.
They're cooking.
They're 35-21, 4th in the Western Conference. And LeBron James is averaging 25, 8, and 9 in his age 40 season.
Man.
Mark Haynes, what do you have to say about that? You LeBron hater.
LeBron hater. The GOAT is GOAT, man. That's all that's happening right now. What he's doing at this age is ridiculous.
Man, it's insane.
I think he has defeated Father Time.
Facts.
We're now with LeBron. We're going into new stages. Like we're going, there's Mother Teresa. I think we got to find Mother Time to take down LeBron James, or this guy might not retire.
It's like that tweet. Remember the tweet from 10 years ago now? LeBron James is 30. This won't go on much longer.
Classic.
Oh man,
tweet, and I seen it resurface this season too, and I was like,
I think the original poster reposted it with another one that said LeBron's 40. This can't go on much longer. It was great.
He's God. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be pissed. I can't figure out his handle because I think he had a different handle then, but I think he's one of the guys that runs the spaces for the Warriors, if my mind correct me, but
I see.
Yeah, but that's all.
Shout out this mystery handle. Comment on our video your handle so people can give you a follow.
That's an all-time tweet.
But that's an all-time man. The Lakers are just cooking. Of course, acquired Luka Doncic. We'll see how the size and length they have on at the center position affects them going forward. With the lack of that, with AD departing, stuff like that. I mean, they picked up Alex Len, who the Kings got rid of. But
the great Alex
Len, two-time king.
Respect some, put some
two-time
respect on his
king.
name.
Maybe he'll be a 3-time king. But what's your opinion on the Lakers? Just absolutely cooking.
No, I think they're good, man. I think the Lakers are a team that when I obviously I picked OKC to come out the West, but I think the Lakers are a team with experience that a team like OKC wouldn't want to play. I don't think anybody wants to play them in a series where you have LeBron James and now Luka Doncic over there, where those are two guys that are going to be able to get foul calls whenever they want to. They gonna be able to slow the game down, and you can't really speed that team up. And I think that's gonna make them a better team
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know,
Well,
moving forward, I had to think about it. I'm like better without AD, but no, it's gonna make them a better team. Controlling the pace, it's hard to beat a team when you control the pace.
yeah, and not that AD is like a bad passer or anything like
Yeah.
that, but with the addition of Luka Doncic, you now have a team where at any point you have two elite assist guys
Yeah,
and two elite distributors in LeBron James and Luka Doncic. I mean, the game they had the other day where Luka's driving into the paint, he did a no-look over-the-head pass to Austin Reeves out and the elbow and just drilled a three. Like,
yeah.
that type of stuff is going to make this team so much better than otherwise. Obviously, you lose the AD talent,
Right.
and he's big, but, you know,
I'm still
the
really
injuries go into it, man. Like, the injuries
Yeah.
go into it, and, you know, maybe if he stays in LA, he doesn't get hurt, but maybe he literally gets hurt the next week like he
right.
did in Dallas.
And then they're not winning games.
And
So
then they're
it's-
not winning games, and it's all in LeBron and the young guys.
Yeah.
And, you know, not to say that Reeves is chopped liver or anything, but,
right.
you know, he's not Luka. So
Right.
yeah.
I'm still very, very concerned with the lack of defense that Luka is able to play. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
say he doesn't try. I think he's trying, but it's just not there or whatever. Like,
yeah.
you know, Dallas and the Lakers played the first game against, you know, his former team, and Kyrie, you know,
Cooked.
literally every time he's seen Luka on him,
Yeah.
it's not even. That's the problem I have with Luka's D. Like that Luka's
Oh, my.
defense.
Oh.
Excuse me. But
That's brutal. Clip
you
that.
can-
Clip that, chat. Clip that.
The problem I have with his defense is that they don't even have to give him a move.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, you're on me, I'm going by you.
Yeah.
I'm going right or I'm going left. There's no move. At least make him go right then left.
Yeah.
But he can't do it, and it's, you know, that's something you got to live with when you got Luka.
Yeah. And I think something that might, you know, it's all about just hiding weaknesses, right?
Mhm.
And, you know, Dallas just wasn't able to do it in the finals last
Right.
year. Like, it was bad. Like, Luka's defense was really exposed in the
Right.
finals last year. And so you hope that the Lakers can scheme something up to where they can hide his deficiencies a little better. And I think with the high IQ of LeBron and, you know, I would say in general, the Lakers seem to be a above average IQ team.
Mm-hmm.
And let's give a little bit of love to the guy that I definitely have a little bit of dislike for, at least as a media personality.
I thought you was gonna say Austin Reeves. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say you hate
No.
Austin Reeves.
No, and I don't hate this guy.
Yeah.
No, I don't hate him
hates
at all.
this guy.
Let's give a little love to JJ Redick. I mean, JJ,
Well deserved.
I think JJ's done a terrific job.
Well
And
deserved.
we both said it that JJ was going to be a good coach.
Mhm.
And it's always tough with player coaches, you know, ex-players turn to coaches. You just never really know what you're going to get from them.
Right.
But man, he's been impressive. And 35-21, I don't think anyone can say different at this point.
No, I think the main thing that JJ did going over there is like, one, I think he already had the relationship with LeBron.
Yes.
That was by far the biggest thing that he had to do. He had that with doing the pod, which was great. So he comes in, he has LeBron James' trust, which has any coach that LeBron, like, I don't know if
Maybe
any
Ty
coach,
Lue.
you know, maybe Ty Lue.
Yeah.
Ty Lue is probably the closest, but I don't think any coach that LeBron has had was closer to him than JJ Redick. So I think that was a huge part. I do think, you know, I do think drafting Bronny James is helping this team, because I think this is another thing that keeps LeBron James happy. I think it's another thing that keeps him motivated. And when your number one player is happy, it could trickle down to everybody else. And I think everybody's following suit. And I think that's part of the reason the Lakers are having so much success.
Yeah.
But it's because of JJ Redick and shout out Rob Pelinka.
Yeah, shout out Rob for sure. But yeah, I'm not going to hate on Bronny or what you just said. It's been a very positive episode here on Three in the Paint. So I'm not going to hate, but I think LeBron's more motivated at the fact that he can sniff another chip, even if it is an outside chance. So
with this, you know how crazy that would be. They're not beating OKC because OKC has 5 guys at all time that can
I don't know,
hunt.
man.
They can hunt for Luka.
I don't know, man.
Every single play.
I don't know. I think that's I might be a little careless there. LeBron, it's LeBron James we're talking about.
I get it.
It's LeBron James. It's
Mother
Luka Doncic.
time. Mother Time is coming.
So now it's Mother Time that's going to be
Father
coming
Time lost.
for Goat James.
I don't know where he went, but Mother Time is coming to clean up eventually.
All right.
Another couple of years.
So Mother Time's coming to get LeBron, and the buy or sell segment is coming to get Mark Haynes.
It definitely is.
As it always does every week.
I'm good.
We're headed into our buy or sell segment. I'll go first because there's only...
No, I'll go first.
Oh, you'll go first?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
go first.
I am buying coffee. Even though I ain't buying this coffee. It was free today. It was right outside the
courteuy of Sacramento Creative Studios and
so
Matthew
you got
Walter.
coffee, nice setup, everything right there for you. You got your creamers and everything. And you get, the Keurig. Is Keurig?
Keurig.
I feel like rich people say Keurig.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Us broke folks say Keurig. So the Keurig, whichever you like, is right out there.
The K-Cups.
K-Cups, get you through the day, get you through a night of podcasting, which I have right now. So I'm buying coffee, even though I'm normally not a coffee guy.
Yeah, I think it's a reasonable buy. I mean, I think it's a little bit, weak and it's a little on the spot, but you know, okay, it's respectable. I think buying coffee's good enough. But
take that.
Yeah, okay.
And not the Diddy way, but take that.
Pause, bro. What are we doing, man? Leo got to get back quick, man. You let Mark out on the loose, and he's going crazy. But my buy or sell, I'm going to buy. And I thought about selling these people. You're probably not going to know who they are. You can look them up after. But I thought about selling them because they're friends of mine, and they're kind of clowns, But at the same time, you got to respect the hustle. So I'm buying Yeah, That's Gas on social media. It is a food review channel on Instagram called That's Gas, and they have a gas meter, so they rank it. Like that's fire. That's fire. That's 10 on the gas meter, or that's 0. That's awful. Now you can check them out for yourself at Yeah That's Gas and see what you think of the reviews. It's an acquired taste, I think. I mean, Armet does what he can, but he struggles in the bilingual department, so he goes to all these food spots where he tries to speak the name of the food and it just doesn't really come out right. But I'm buying Yeah That's Gas. My friends at Yeah That's Gas, check them out, and that's who I'm buying. That's who I'm buying today.
Why were you almost going to sell them?
Well, because they're very buyable or sellable. You'll see when you watch the videos.
I gotta check it out.
You could be like, I hate this man, and I hate the cameraman behind the man, and I want to sell him.
At first, I thought you was gonna sell.
Or you can buy them. It's who knows what your taste is, right?
Yeah. At first, I thought you was gonna sell them. You was like, yeah, that's gas. I didn't think you was gonna put the G right there. I was gonna say, what site are we? What?
Yeah, I was on the fence. It was almost like a game time decision. Flash that app. That's right. And this has been the 3 in the Paint podcast. I'm Jeremiah Solomon. This is Mark Haynes. No Leo Biaz. Let us know in the comments. Do you like the absence of Leo? You want Leo back? We might abide by this poll. Leo, you got to fight for your job here on the 3 in the Paint podcast. We'll be back with another episode. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button and like the video.